What's up, my pieces of crap, and welcome to another video. This video, I'm kind of copying Tom Bomb NBA's idea, so link will be in the description, but adding, my own little twist to it. Now, basically what he does is he reviews the starting lineups of teams. I'm reviewing completely the team, like the bench unit, the reserves, and also talking about their best way to win a championship within the next few years. Anyway, that being said, let's get started. Also, I'm going to be putting some highlights in here. All credit goes to the NBA, and if I have to, I'll put a link in the description. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so at the starting position, I put Jared Bayless at point guard. I think he's a pretty good three-point shooter. So he's definitely a good floor spacer.
Into a 6-footer, but that's his strength going over that right shoulder. Bayless clobbers into Johnson, connects, and the foul. Some late getting there if he gets there. Still 10 to shoot. Monroe into Jack, finishes. A good pass by Rondé. Ennis, Bayless flips it. Middleton hits it. Ears, be smarter with your passes. Middleton, the runner. Bayless.
So as you guys can see, he is a good playmaker all around. He's been in the league for quite a bit of time and has played for a bunch of different teams, so that should give him a little bit of experience on this really young team. Also, he is he's only the fourth oldest, he's the third oldest player on this team. So he's one of the vets. I'm not sure if they should start Sergio Rodriguez or TJ McConnell over him. I think that's their call. But yeah, all around he is a pretty solid player. He should be on the bench, but this is a rebuilding Sixers organization, so the point guard position definitely a position they should improve. Then off the bench, they got TJ McConnell, who's an okay shooter. He's pretty good from mid-range according to 2K. Checking out his percentages, he's not a really good shooter, okay? He definitely could improve on that. Wrong guy. That was Nick Stauskas. But all around, his percentages are actually pretty good. His three-pointer could use a little bit of work. So if he can work on that three, I think he could become pretty deadly for this Philadelphia 76ers organization. But overall, I think the Sixers should be looking to sign someone like Chris Paul in a few years, so long as they're not giving any big contracts to like Joel Embiid or Okafor or whoever. Next up, you have the shooting guard position. Now, this is a really weak position for them, although they do have an up-and-coming Nick Stauskas, who's at only 23 years old. He can shoot the three, although his percentages are terrible as of last year and the year before that, averaging only 37.8% from the field and 32.5% from deep. However, that being said, last year he was only like a 68 overall, so I don't know, he probably improved. Backup is Gerald Henderson, so the shooting guard, really a weak position. And of course you got Timothy Luwawu Cabarro. It's French, isn't it? Yeah. I thought it sounded French. I think he could be an all-around solid 78 overall by the time he hits his prime, although I think he's going to move on to a different team by then. So yeah, definitely a bench warmer for the Sixers, unless they want to just give him a few trash minutes. Then you got Ben Simmons at small forward, who seems to be the key to the team. I'm not sure if he's out with a foot injury. I only watch Chris Smooth highlight videos, so you guys can roast me for that. But yeah, of course he's up and coming. He's got like terrific vision for a 20-year-old 6'10" small forward. So yeah, but I mean, I definitely have some questions about his durability. Can he put up with the NBA season? Because he's already fractured his foot. So a few concerns there maybe.
Take on last year's 12th overall pick. Simmons lets it fly. There it is. There it is. Simmons up high, rebounds, and he can run. How about that pass? Come on. Turnover the other way. Here we go. Simmons on a flush.
Then coming off of the bench, you have Robert Covington and Hollis Thompson. I'd say Hollis Thompson's the better player just because he can shoot that three. And for a Sixers team where Simmons can't shoot the three to save his life, I think you definitely need a backup to be able to pop the three and kind of like, be a spark off the bench. So yeah, they shouldn't be signing anyone at the small forward position unless it's like a backup, because Ben Simmons is gonna be a beast so long as he recovers from that foot injury, which I think he will. Next up, the power forward position. They got no power forwards, okay? Like Ilyasova, he's hitting his prime, and he's just an average NBA player, right? But here's what I think should happen. I think either Joel Embiid or Jahlil Okafor, preferably Jahlil Okafor, because I think Embiid is the better player, and also Okafor, although Embiid does have the better shooting, Okafor can't really get those rebounds. So if you put him at that power forward position, he can score on you. He can probably space the floor pretty well. He can shoot the mid-range shot a little bit, and he can definitely rebound at that power forward position. Like, I know that he only averaged 7 rebounds at a center position in 30 minutes, which isn't that good, but if you put him at power forward, I say he could bring that up to 8.5, because he's going to be playing smaller players. He's only 6'11", but one thing I say he should work on is his defense and also his three-point shooting. That's why I have so much praise for Embiid, as you guys will see coming up next. He has really good three-point shooting for a center. But yeah, Jahlil Okafor, I think they should trade him, to be honest. Maybe they should trade Noel. One of those two, but Embiid, I'd say he should be safe. Anyway, on to the next position. Of course, I'm going to show you highlights from Okafor. Anyway, now we're at the center position, where it's definitely the sweet spot for the 76ers, to say the least. Alright, they got Jahlil Okafor and Nerlens Noel. Now, I'm going to leave it up to you to decide which one should be traded, but they definitely need to trade one of them. Or, did I say Okafor and Noel? I know Okafor is a center, but they need to trade Okafor or Noel. But the two true centers, I think, are Embiid and Noel. Yes, I know that they have 3 good centers. Don't hate on me in the comments. But Embiid and Noel, the two centers, now they need to trade Noel because, as you guys can see, he's on a 1-year contract, right? And also, they're running, they don't have any more team options. So I think they gotta trade him right here, right now, if they want to get any value out of him before heading into free agency. With 75, almost $76 million in cap room. But, I mean, that being said, they should sign like a shooting guard or point guard that wants to come to Philadelphia. and just ball out and carry the team. But Noel, I think they should trade him for one of the weaker positions like the shooting guard or point guard. And then you got, I keep saying Joel Embiid. This boy is a baller. He can shoot threes, he can shoot mid-range, he can dunk, he can play defense. He can't really pass necessarily. He can rebound. The one thing that is questionable about him, however, is his, injury status. Like Ben Simmons, he's very fragile. He's a 7-footer. He could get injured any day. Like, I'm seriously worried about his injuries because, look, if you have the 76ers in 3 years who are a contending team, if they sign like a few players in free agency and Simmons progresses into a beast, you have them going into the playoffs, like as the 3rd seed, 2nd seed, because I'm assuming the Cavs will still be the top team in the East. You have them going into the playoffs, and then Joel Embiid sprains his ankle or whatever the heck, and they have to sit him out. That would be terrible. Like, you don't want a competing 76ers team in the future just to go down because of injuries, and I'm definitely concerned about that. Now, I know I probably haven't been talking about Noel that much, but that's because I see him as only a mediocre player. I think on the right team with a bad backcourt, front court, like the Phoenix Suns, he could be traded to for not like Devin Booker, maybe for Devin Booker, and then they give up like a ton of picks. That's probably the best possible deal. That being said, I'll show you guys the highlights.
This big frame against smaller guards. Today would be a perfect example of seeing that with Philly's lack of size there at the point guard position.
Yeah, absolutely, and that really forces, again, the defense to make some adjustments, and he still has the ability then to find open players. But defensively, I mentioned to you that
Sixers have scored 8 straight points after the Wizards had their largest lead of 20. Now Wall with a couple of crossovers, steps back and fires. It's no good. Tip up not there. Tip up nearly in by Philly. And now players go.
Okay, now is the part where it's probably the most interesting part of the video. I'm going to be experimenting with some trades. Specifically, Nerlens Noel and a few picks in exchange for what's his face? Devin Booker. Now, this is already a valid trade, and I'm not sure why his trade value isn't higher, because, like, the Suns have no good centers. And yet, they're not doing it. However, if we throw in a first-round pick, okay, they're still not doing it, but if we throw in another first-round pick, I just want to see if they'll do it. And yeah, they really want to hold on to this guy. I can't blame them, really. But let's see if we can. Yeah, there you have it, the trade. In case you guys didn't see what happened, we traded Noel and then a bunch of first-round picks and also a few second-round picks for Devin Booker. Now, this trade should benefit both teams because the Suns do have a few good picks. Don't get me wrong. And they got Nerlens Noel. Also, if you guys look at the positions here, of course, they don't have really any good shooting guards. I mean, Leandro Barbosa is playable, but I've always seen Brandon Knight as more of like a point guard, personally. More of a shooting guard. And so they could just move him there, and I think they would beast in a few years. Just my personal opinion. And then, as you guys can see, yeah, they have some trash centers. Alex Len is playable, I guess, but he'd be good off the bench. And then, if you guys look at the 76ers, dang, is this team good or what? Like, their point guard position, I know they could work on that. They got Devin Booker. They got Ben Simmons. They got Joel Embiid, Jahlil Okafor. This team looks promising, right? And if I edit Jahlil Okafor's position, he goes from a 78 to like a 79, or maybe he stays the same. I'm not sure. Let's just see what happens. And he stayed at a 7, or I mean, he went up by 1. And now look at the rotation. Holy crap. Heck yeah, that's all I can say. The bench could use some improvement, I suppose. They also need a backup center, I guess. But yeah, holy crap, this team's gonna be good, and I will see you at the end of the first season this seed, just like what'll happen and if they'll be good. Oh man, alright, midway through the season, we have an okay record, but then Devin Booker tears his elbow ligament. However, we do have Nick Stauskas, so I'm not sure how I feel about that injury. However, if Stauskas' morale improves, he could be a 75 overall, which in my opinion is playable, a bench player's overall. Alright, right here we are seeing if the Timberwolves will agree to this trade. Dario Saric straight up for Chris Dunn. Yeah, that's what I thought. If we give you a few first-round pick or second-round picks, though, I'm sure you'll accept them. We'll also have to give you one of our point guards, like TJ McConnell. Oh wow, he actually doesn't have any trade value. And then, Tyus Jones is actually progressing in 2K. Okay, you don't want that. Wait, it's John Lucas. Oh crap, he's a point guard. Okay, we don't need another point guard, that's for sure. Just give us someone trash. Just give us Adrian Payne. Okay. Maybe this trade won't work out so well. I'm gonna give you like one last second round pick. Dang it. And then we'll also give you our lottery protected first round pick. Finally, we got Chris Dunn. I might have paid a little bit too much, but he's our starting point guard now. Also we have, Sergio Rodriguez, and what? Why is our point guard position getting so many minutes? Oh, we got Jared Bayless in that shooting guard position. Come on, 2K. Don't put him at shooting guard. We got a perfectly capable Nick Stauskas here. So, yeah, I'd rather have him over Sergio Rodriguez, to be honest. So let's just give Rodriguez like no minutes. Don't judge me. And then Adrian Payne, even though I called you a bum, don't take it personally. I guess I'll give you a few minutes, like 7 minutes to be exact, and then we'll give Stauskas a few, Chris Dunn a few, Simmons already has a lot. Okay, yeah, this is our final team. Okay, yeah, I will see you guys at the end of the season, for real. Okay, at the end of season 1, we finished as the 4th seed. As you guys saw, Devin Booker went down, and that decreased his overall. So I'm a little disappointed there. However, holy crap, our team is good. Like, just for the future, our team's gonna be beast. Let's simulate playoffs just to see. Yeah, we got eliminated first round. So, and the Portland Trailblazers won the championship. All right, Damian. Okay. Alright, that's a pleasant surprise, to be honest. Also, this leaves the 76ers in a really good position because Chris Paul has a team option. If he declines it, then the Sixers could get Chris Paul. Like, just imagine this already good, promising team in the East, which is a pretty bad conference, having Chris Paul as their point guard and Chris Dunn as a backup. That would be a killer lineup in the NBA. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like for more of these videos. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.